Annamalai is quitting the Bharatiya Janata Party. It's almost official. Once the poster boy of the Saffron Party in Tamil Nadu, the face BJP relied on to make their way into the southern state, has now decided to bid farewell to the BJP. Reports say the party is convincing him to stay back, but seems like he has already made up his mind. He wants to quit the Bharatiya Janata Party and start an outfit of his own in Tamil Nadu, a state that has already seen a dramatic change in its political landscape with the recent rise of superstar C. Joseph Vijay all the way to the Chief Minister's chair. Annamalai's resignation, if confirmed, could mark the beginning of another tale in Tamil Nadu's politics. Whether for better or for worse, only time will tell. But the speculation around Annamalai today hasn't been generated overnight. The discomfort was brewing for months, to a point where Annamalai, once this dynamic Tamil Nadu chief of the BJP, was now sidelined. Now, it's got to a point where he just wants to quit the BJP. So why has Annamalai decided to dump the Saffron Party? And what does he exactly plan to do next? Hello and welcome, I'm Shubham Chauhan. Let's get started. So former Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai is all set to quit the party. The decision has been made and conveyed in as many words to the party's high command. Annamalai is not happy with the party, even disillusioned with some of the decisions made by the top brass. And hence, the ambitious, young and dynamic Annamalai sees no point in continuing with the BJP. Unlike a political switch that's usually bitter and acrimonious, Annamalai wants to keep it amicable and graceful. The former IPS officer flew down to Delhi from Chennai last night. Today he met BJP's National President Nitin Nabin and Organization Secretary BL Santosh. Annamalai also met Home Minister Amit Shah, the visuals of which you are seeing on the screen, and handed over a 5-page resignation letter to the High Command. NDTV reported that Annamalai told BJP's top brass that he wants to part ways on cordial terms and chart his own course. The BJP leadership has made a last-ditch effort to persuade the former IPS officer to stay. The party has reportedly even offered a Rajya Sabha seat and a more prominent national role to him. But Annamalai doesn't want any of it. He has in fact turned all of these offers down. He just wants to quit. Reports say Annamalai has been instructed to think over his resignation and not leave Delhi for another day at least. But why is Annamalai happy? A few reasons. One, he was unhappy with the BJP allying with the AIADMK in Tamil Nadu. Two, he felt he was sidelined, that his role was diminished with the BJP partnering with E. Palaniswamy of the AIADMK. And third, as a result, after being replaced as state chief, there was no major role for him in the party. Now, to put this in context, it's important to go back in the past and first understand who Annamalai is. You see, Annamalai joined BJP in 2020 after quitting the Indian Police Service. In 2021, he was made the state chief of the Bharatiya Janata Party, in a state where the BJP was not even in the picture as far as Tamil Nadu's political landscape is concerned. The young, charismatic Annamalai toiled hard to first make the BJP relevant in the state. He took out Padyatras, addressed rallies, took on the DMK, which was led by Stalin and who was also the chief minister at the time. He took on the DMK over charges of corruption and just tried to get a foothold in the state of Tamil Nadu as far as the BJP was concerned. Gradually, Annamalai began to get traction. His speeches were followed widely even outside of Tamil Nadu. His charisma was also taken note of. And very quickly, Annamalai became the face of the BJP in Tamil Nadu. The one person who would drive the Hindutva vehicle for the party in Tamil Nadu, and someone who had the full backing and blessings of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. The BJP chose to contest the 2024 Lok Sabha election solo, but failed to make a mark. Despite all the hype, the BJP failed to win a single seat in this southern state. Annamalai himself lost by over 17,000 votes from the Coimbatore seat. But supporters of the BJP, including Annamalai himself, saw a silver lining for the party in this defeat. The BJP's vote share in Tamil Nadu went up from 3.6% in 2019 to 11.2% in 2024. This was the BJP's best ever performance in a parliamentary election. The party saw it as an indication of something to build on. So did Annamalai. He was clear that the BJP should continue to go solo. Over time, there was a chance that the BJP could break the Dravidian duopoly and emerge as a player in its own right. That was Annamalai's calculation. But that's not what the High Command felt. Ahead of the 2026 Assembly elections, the BJP top brass believed going with the AIADMK was a much better option. Annamalai opposed it tooth and nail, but the High Command felt otherwise. After months of negotiations, the BJP-AIADMK pact was finalized. And one of the casualties of this pact was K. Annamalai himself. EPS wanted Annamalai out of the picture completely. The BJP did not hesitate in doing just that. Annamalai was replaced as state BJP chief by Nayanar Nagendran, a face reportedly more acceptable to EPS. What also didn't go down well with the AIADMK was Annamalai's remarks on Dravidian icons. In September 2023, Annamalai claimed that Tamil Nadu's first chief minister, C.N. Annadurai, had in 1956 mocked Hindu sentiments at an event in Madurai. In May 2024, Annamalai called Jayalalitha an icon of Hindutva, praising her legacy in protecting Hindu beliefs and traditions. So as a result, the friction between the AIADMK and Annamalai was only increasing. After the alliance deal, the AIADMK-BJP bonhomie kept growing. Annamalai started to soften his stance and gradually reduced his active participation. The leader, who was once very much there on ground, went to Oxford after the Lok Sabha election defeat briefly, and then he came back. But he wasn't seen around as far as the political scenario was concerned. Reports say Annamalai was keen to contest from Coimbatore in this year's assembly election in the state, but of course that didn't happen. The so-called final nail in the coffin came last week, where Annamalai took on the union government over the three-language formula. Annamalai urged the Union Education Ministry to withdraw its recent notification making three languages compulsory for class 9 students from the current academic year. Annamalai said the government must go back to its earlier decision to implement the rule from the academic year 2029-2030. By now, Annamalai, and it was clear for everybody to see that Annamalai doesn't see a future for himself in the BJP. So what's next for this young leader? If he quits the BJP, which he's all set to by the looks of it, Annamalai will float a new outfit. The News Minute reported that he will launch a people's movement, which will later be turned into a political party. The report adds that the name of the movement may be a phrase popularized by actor Rajinikanth. So the signs are there. In fact, posters bearing Annamalai's face with the quote, "Fearless minds gave no limits," have appeared across Coimbatore and have gone viral on social media, giving an indication on what Annamalai wants to do and how the preparations could well be underway. Reports say that his fan welfare organization, Annamalai Anbu Kootam, is accepting new members and office bearers. So the plan is clear, start an outfit of his own, but the big question remains, will it have an impact? After all, Annamalai's plans of a new venture comes at a time when another startup just had a blockbuster outing. That is, of course, of TVK, which is led by actor Vijay. The superstar turned politician scripted history in Tamil Nadu by ending the duopoly of the DMK and AIADMK. Vijay tapped into that set of voters who wanted change, a change beyond the AIADMK and the DMK. Voters across caste and age groups in Tamil Nadu wanted to see the superstar Vijay occupy the top post in Tamil Nadu. Now, in such a landscape, will the charismatic Annamalai be able to make some inroads, or will this promising leader eventually fade away into political oblivion? Do let us know what you think in the comment section below. That's all we have for this report. Thanks for watching.